The Democratic National Convention kicking off tonight, and one of the Obama administration's most popular members is teed up to speak, and that is none other than First Lady Michelle Obama. We're going right now to Peter Nicholas. He is at the Convention Center in Charlotte, and he's here with us on WSJ Lunch Break. Welcome, everyone. Peter, what has this First Lady Michelle Obama got that other political spouses do not?
Well, what she has is some credibility. She can talk about her husband in a deeply personal way. She can offer behind-the-scenes accounts of what life is like at the family quarters of the White House. And what's interesting is that focus groups show that she has a lot of credibility when she talks about her husband. Now, when most of us talk about our spouses, we tend to exaggerate, we might embellish. But people generally think that when Michelle Obama talks about Barack Obama, there's a certain sincerity there, that if she's angry about something that he's done or not happy about it, she'll let you know that, that he's had to earned her approval. So that gives her more credibility than you might ordinarily see from a political spouse, and that's why Democrats believe she'll be a very effective speaker tonight.
Very good point. We've often seen her not cutting him much slack when she doesn't think he has done the right thing during office. That said, Peter, so what do you expect to hear out of her during this speech tonight, and what's the main thing she needs to do to resell Obama, her husband, back to the American people?
Well, there's two things that we're going to hear from her tonight. One is that she will try to reintroduce Barack Obama to the nation, in a sense that this is a president who's been kind of beaten up and battered through nearly 4 years of partisan infighting and battles. She's going to try to show a softer side to him, show in a more personal terms what his daily life is, take us behind the scenes, take us into the East Wing of the White House, places that the press and the public don't normally go. So she'll do that, and she'll also try to help with its larger project of winning over women voters. And she's an effective surrogate on that issue. She's dealt in the White House with nutrition. She's dealt with issues of fitness. She's going to try to talk directly to women voters who both the Romney and Obama campaigns are fighting over that obviously very important segment of the population. And she will make the case that Barack Obama was raised by a single mother, that his grandmother hit the glass ceiling when she was a bank executive in Hawaii. She was passed over for promotions, and therefore Barack Obama was sensitized to these issues that women live through every day, and therefore, that in turn, that shaped his priorities as president.
Peter, give us a sense of Michelle Obama's appeal with the American people right now. I mean, her favorability ratings much higher than her husband's. They're somewhat off the chart, aren't they?
Well, it's correct. Our favorability rating is 66%. It's never really been below 60%. And to some degree, listen, that's not an accident. The White House has kept her away from partisan policy issues. She talks about military families. She talks about her garden. She appears on softer TV shows, late-night comedy shows, entertainment shows. So these are nonpartisan venues, and it's only natural that to some degree, that would drive up her approval rating. But also, American people seem to just like her. They take to her. She's made very few missteps. There was a lavish trip to Spain that she took in 2010, but she's found her footing since then. She's recovered from that, and now she's seen as probably the single most effective campaigner the Obama campaign has, maybe including the president himself.
Peter, what's the sense of how much these speeches by the spouses actually matter at the end of the day for the way people cast their ballot when they go into the voting booth? We may like to hear them, we may like to see them, we may like to see how they kiss on the stage even, but what about when it comes to casting the vote? Does it really play into that?
Well, it remains to be seen whether we'll see as long a kiss as we saw between Al and Tipper Gore in 2000 tonight between Barack and Michelle. But, well, you're asking an important question, and really it goes to the issue of how important are these conventions. And the thinking is that the conventions are helpful. Generally, the candidate gets a bounce in the polls coming off the conventions, maybe a few points. But those tend to sort of come back down to earth. And then what we really have to look forward to are the debates. We'll see those in October. There'll be 3 of them. And I would venture that what we'll see in the debates will be more important in determining the ultimate winner in November than these conventions. So the convention is a great show. It's a great party. There are some nice speeches. but the debates will prove more decisive in terms of people making up their minds.
Yeah, good point. Good point with those kisses as well. I mean, we can't judge everything on the kiss, though it may be fun to see. All right, Peter, he's at the Convention Center in Charlotte. We'll keep coming to you and all of our colleagues there today and throughout the week as the convention unfolds.